What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into Daredevil issue number 5, and Daredevil is officially married. Him and Elektra tying the knot. They did this in a ceremony for the Fist, the organization that is supposed to stand opposed to the Hand, with Elektra and Daredevil together fighting the souls of the Hand, all the victims that were ever had. They had to battle through this to fulfill the prophecy. And emerging out the other side, we have the king and queen of the Fist. And so now they prepare for war. They prepare to go to war with the Hand. And they are currently being led by none other than the Punisher. As Daredevil and Elektra build up the army, we can see that the war is just on the horizon. Now, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Make sure that you like this video. And with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we pick up with this issue, we have a bunch of our individuals that have joined Daredevil and Elektra. They are currently out in the courtyard and they are training. They are training with their new abilities. You see, when Elektra and Daredevil made their more or less marriage pact, their marriage union meant the resurrection of the Fist, a ceremony that is as old as time itself, but it's not just symbolic. This unlocked abilities for all of them. Strength, speed, agility, you name it. We see all the individuals that are currently here with the army. They have all leveled up. Foggy, more than anybody, is currently enjoying the heck out of this, while Cole, on the other hand, he's not really sure about this. Daredevil letting them all know that they are now members of the Fist, and that comes with some perks and privileges. But for Cole, this feels a little bit unnatural. Cole is the man that is supposed to be here to make sure Daredevil doesn't go too far. Everyone having these kind of abilities. In his mind, this feels like it might be too far. But Daredevil lets him know that he has other abilities. He has a heightened sense caused by an accident when he was a kid. Some would consider this to be unnatural. Their world gets saved every single day by superheroes that some would say have unnatural abilities. Telling Cole that this is a gift that has been passed down through a millennia. It's so that they can hold back the forces of evil. As we jump over to Stick, Elektra, and Daredevil, they are currently talking about the Book of the Fist, because as it stands, it is rewriting itself, but Stick would say that it is revealing itself. Ever since the two of them got married, they no longer need to translate the text that couldn't be translated. It is showing them exactly what they need. It is almost as if the book is alive. But Elektra tells Daredevil that she doesn't believe he is going to like what the book is saying. It says that the Hand has uncovered something called the Lunate Talisman. This affects their resurrection protocols, banishing the souls of the dead into hell, but reanimating their bodies under complete control of the Hand, also having full use of the memories of that body. And what is worse, they have already been using this. They have been replacing the leaders of the physical world. They are trying to bring about the end of the world and the rise of the Beast. And Daredevil cannot help but think about Frank Castle, that he may be a madman, but this is something that he must not know about. We already know that Akka is the one in charge of the Hand. She is more of a shadow leader, and so Castle, he either doesn't know or he doesn't care. But if the Hand is controlling heads of state, they know that needs to be their priority. While Elektra, she wants to head out and go deal with this immediately. Daredevil lets her know that he needs her. For the mission that they are about to do ahead, they are going to need all hands on deck. This is where we see Daredevil preparing for the mission, questioning himself every step of the way, asking himself who the heck does he think he is? Prophecies and magic, missions given to him by God or against God. Deep in his heart, he has to believe that God is showing him the right path, that he is God's warrior, the one in devil's clothing. But if he is wrong, if this is not God's mission, then everyone that he has with him, he is dragging to the depths of hell. But everybody loads up and they head out. They head to the Myrmidon, a supervillain prison out in the middle of the ocean, having only enough time to to clear Block D, Daredevil makes his move into the facility, and Daredevil can't help but notice his powers have been changing as well. The fist magic is helping him sense deeper, farther. He can sense joy, sadness, anger, and love. But getting to the control room, knocking out the guards, this is when he starts opening up some cells, and he gives them an option that you are on a prison surrounded by the ocean, that you can stay here or you can come with us, that you can come fight for something much bigger than you have ever been chasing. That is when Stegron comes out of the shadows, throwing people around, telling them that he doesn't need any kind of saving. That's when Elektra steps in, saying that they have done their research. They know exactly who he is, where he comes from, and they also know that he cannot swim. And so in this particular moment, he is going to have to accept their help. Taking us elsewhere inside the facility, this is where we have U.S. Agent. Him and a bunch of guards are coming to check out a disturbance. That is where they are met by Daredevil. Daredevil, knowing that he most recently head up the Thunderbolts initiative. That was during Fisk's final days. But Daredevil gives him an offer. Do you want to throw in with all of these fascists? Or do you want to come with me and take the chance of being saved? And while U.S. Agent, he tries to say that he is on good terms with God, Daredevil lets him know as he shuts off the lights that if he were good with God, God wouldn't have sent the devil. As Elektra is loading everybody up onto the ship, they are forced to take off into the sky as they take fire. Elektra telling them to circle around, refusing to leave him behind. He is currently preoccupied with U.S. Agent, with John Walker making the first move. He throws his shield wildly into the dark, but John Walker, he doesn't understand Daredevil. He doesn't know that Daredevil can feel every contour of him, the shield, everything. That this fight was over as soon as those lights went out. In a matter of seconds, we see Daredevil drop everybody, now carrying the shield of U.S. Agent. U.S. Agent surrounded by all the guards on the ground. This is where they go one-on-one. And U.S. Agent didn't stand a freaking chance. Every time he goes to throw a blow, Daredevil is there to counter it, making him bleed, making him fall down to the ground, leaving him there broken and beaten, taking his shield along with him, letting him know that he needs to get his life right before this world comes tumbling down. As Daredevil goes to leave this facility, that is when he senses somebody just recently brought into the prison. He wasn't on the manifest that Elektra had looked over. That man is Goldie. Robert Goldman has found himself in prison. Every hair on Daredevil's body is standing at attention. Goldie asking, "Are you here to set me free so that I can help you get to where you are going?" Because Goldie, he firmly believes that he is working for God. Not sure if this is a test of his convictions. Not sure what he is going to do here. We pick up later. We have Iron Man and Captain America who are going over their surveillance footage. 15 supervillains were freed from prison. No casualties, and one individual very front and center on the cameras. That, of course, is Daredevil. That is when Captain America lets it be known that they need to alert the other Avengers because they are about to bring in Daredevil. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. This is easily becoming one of my favorite lines that is currently ongoing from Marvel Comics. This is building into something absolutely phenomenal. The fist versus the hand. Daredevil versus the Punisher. And to add more on top of it, the Avengers have caught wind of what is going on. They are now on the hunt for Daredevil. They are going to be sadly mistaken if they think that they can go in here and just take Daredevil. Now that he has an army, he has all these individuals that are under the fist, which means all of them have their powers jacked up. Even more strength than before, more speed, more agility, everything. He has just leveled up all of the individuals that are in his army. Now it really comes down to which Avengers they decide that they're going to bring out. But regardless, it is going to be one heck of a fight trying to get him to come in. I am really hoping that we see Daredevil carrying US Agent SHIELD versus Captain America. More than anything though, we are setting the groundwork. The war is about to begin. Each side is building their forces up, and it is only a matter of time before they meet each other on the battlefield. So let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to get caught up on everything going on with both Daredevil and Punisher, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It is going to get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership, much like Patreon having 5 different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to getting free comics every single month. Not only would you be helping out the channel tremendously, you would be getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you are unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.